Hello, Dave here with Best Local Results. My website is bestlocalresults.com. I just wanted to do a short video and answer the question, what is local SEO? I remember it's been more than a decade ago now when I was first learning local SEO or first investigating it. I remember I searched on YouTube and on Google and, the question, what is local SEO? And you could do that now, and it's pretty similar. It's changed a little bit over the years, but basically, a lot of what you find is kind of an overview, real general overview. And I remember when I was first learning it, I didn't really understand what, how that applied to me or what until I started taking courses and so forth. But anyway, I'm hoping that this video will be a little more practical, a little simpler. And so anyway, that's what I'm going for anyway. So to get into it, let's go over to my desktop and let's start looking at it. Okay, you can see here that I've done the Google search auto repair Denver, Colorado. Now, if I did that way because I'm not in Denver, Colorado, but if I was in Denver, then all I would have to type in is auto repair. What a local search is, think local businesses. When somebody types in auto repair, Google assumes that the person is looking for an auto repair company. And you could tell that because whenever it's a local search, you typically have this Google Map Pack or Google 3-Pack, whatever they call it, both. And you can see there's 3 businesses here and then a map to the right. Sometimes there'll be an ad or 2 above the first of the 3 businesses, and sometimes even above the map pack there'll be an ad or 2, but apparently there isn't right now here. So think local businesses like auto repair, lawyer, dentist, plumber, those kind of things. Anytime it's got local intent, you're looking for some sort of local result, you'll get this 3-pack here. And what the purpose of local SEO is if you're a local business, it's how do you get your website and your Google business profile to show up in this 3-pack on the first page of Google, like this map pack, and also in you can show up again in one of these. This is what's called the regular organic section down here just below the map pack. You can see there's some direct business directories in there too, and then there's some local businesses. And the goal is to beat out the directories and have your local business showing, as close to the Google Map Pack as you can, and then in one of these 3 spots in the Google Map Pack. So that's what the purpose of local SEO is. Now, I put together this just kind of a quick overview. Hopefully this will be a quick video. So what is local SEO? Again, local SEO is all the things on your website and off your website that you do to help your Google My Business profile show up in the Google Map 3-pack and to help your website show up below the 3-pack in the regular organic section. What does Google look at? They're on a very broad general sense. We'll touch on that first. Google's looking for 3 things: relevance, distance, and prominence. Let's talk about what each of those things are. First off, relevance. Like with my search auto repair, Google assumes that the person that typed that in is looking for an auto repair company. So they show different auto repair businesses here. Community auto repair, Triangle auto repair. I'm assuming this is somebody trying to fudge the system. That's probably their business is not named auto repair. But anyway, that's what, so Google's first going to look for a local search for websites that are relevant to that search. So they're going to look for websites that are for auto repair businesses, in this case, from the same city, to show up in this search. So that's what relevance is. If it's like if you're searching, how do you make honey? That's not a local search, but Google's going to show websites that talk about that specific process of making honey. That's what relevance means, that it relates to your search. The next thing is distance. For most types of local businesses, not all, but for most type of local businesses, Google assumes that you want the businesses closest to you. For example, if you're ordering pizza, you probably don't want a pizza store from the opposite side of town because you want them to deliver to you. Or if a regular restaurant or something, or an auto repair shop, you want to go in, so you want one that's fairly close to you. Now, there are ways to make yourself relevant in different parts of your town so that you're not just showing up to people that are right around your business. If you want to know more about that, just go on to my website, which is bestlocalresults.com. And I would probably start right here to learn how to do your own local SEO. Start here. And then there's also, you can go up here to off-page local SEO, which means off things that you do off of your website, and on-page local SEO. This is things that you do on your website. And if you click on each of those, there's articles that walk you through step by step how to do local SEO. It's awesome. So for distance, there are some businesses that want to show up everywhere, like I talked about. For example, a plumber or a contractor, somebody where business, the customers don't come into you, you go and you cover the whole town. And for that, you need a little bit different kind of SEO, because the Google algorithm is looking for part of it is trying to show businesses that are the most relevant to the searcher's location. And so as close to that searcher as possible. The third thing is prominence. What this is talking about is, if something is prominent, it's well known, established. So in the real world, if your car breaks down, for example, and you need to call an auto repair place, if there's one that comes to the top of your mind, maybe you've used it before or whatever, that's probably where you're going to want to go. And when you do a Google search, you're hoping to see that there to get its number to go there. So Google tries to implement prominence into its local searches as well, to show the most well-known businesses in that area as well. Just a quick example, if you were trying to find the courthouse in your local area, like in this case Denver, I typed in Denver courthouse, you can see in it creates a local search, and the most relevant or prominent, I should say, the most prominent places are, for that search, is obvious, are the courthouse. You can see it shows the Lindsay Flanagan courthouse, the Denver probate court clerk, and the Denver district court. You can see the other related websites are down here in the regular organic section. So prominence. One other quick example is, years ago I used to live in Washington State. I'm not sure if it's that way out where I live now or in other states, but there they had your regular Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV, where you would get your license plates. And then they had little businesses that would contract with the DMV, and they'd open up a little retail location in different parts of the city. And you could go into those places and get your tabs as well. Now, when you would do a local business search, the ones closest to you would typically show up there, but the most prominent is the actual DMV, and if you had one in those towns, that usually showed up first. So just an example of how prominence affects the algorithm. So the other thing I wanted to show you, if you go to Whitespark, or you can just go to Google and search, local ranking factors, Whitespark, and it'll bring up this article here, which is their article on local search ranking factors. And they have this nice little chart here that I want to show you. And it has two columns here. This is for over here on the right hand side is for the regular organic search, the listings below the Google Map pack or 3-pack. On the left hand side, the local pack, this is for the 3-pack. And it used to be that if you went out and got a bunch of your business listed in a bunch of local business directories, those are called structured citations. The more of those you had, if you had more than your competitor, you'd be number one in maps. It's not that way anymore. You can see citation signals are down here towards the bottom. So this is what Google looks at now for the Google Map 3-pack, according to this study that Whitespark did. And this is for, like I said, the regular organic. So you can see that they're in different orders and different percentages. They're mostly the same type of, they are the same types of signals. But let's just talk real quickly about what each of them are. A Google business profile signal, that's everything from your Google business profile, which would be your NAP information that you listed in there, your name, business name, address, and phone number, your business description, the images that you put on your business. Hopefully you showed some images of the inside and outside of your place of business, maybe your staff, things like that. And you can do some coding before you upload the images. Actually, Google wipes those images off, but they still read it before they wipe it off. But anyway, so there's debate on whether that matters on the ones you upload into Google. But anyway, then there's you can do posts. There's lots of things that you can do in your Google business profile, and all of that, you want to fill that out as completely and do as good a quality of a job as you possibly can. And especially like in your business description, whatever words they allow, I forget how many words they allow in your Google business profile, business description, whatever it is, you want to use the maximum and make sure it's well written and that it naturally, not keyword stuffs, but naturally includes your all of your services that you want to show up under in there. And you do the post. So that's what this 32% is the different signals you give Google by how well and how thoroughly you fill out your Google business profile. On-page signals, that's on-page is talking about your website. So that would be, well, let's jump over. This isn't a local business website, but it is a website, so I can show you here. The first thing, like your URL, what words are in your URL, that tells Google what the website is about. That's a signal. If you hover over your tab, your title tag shows up. That's a Google signal. If you click on an article, the title of your article, these are all Google signals. And then your subtitles, your text, all of that gives an indication to Google of what it might want to show that article under in the Google search, in the Google searches. That there's, oops, I got the wrong spot. So that's your on page. Other things related to your on your website would be things like, if you go over here under on page, schema markup. Things to give yourself topical authority. Anyway, there's lots of articles here. How you structure your website. All of that is part of the signals you give Google. So it's how you structure your website and what you put on your website. And that's 19% of what Google looks at. 16%, your Google business profile reviews. Literally the words your customers, when they give you a review, the words they use in the review affect your what, in other words, if they mention your business name, if they mention the different services or products they bought from you in their review, that gives Google some clues, and the rating they give you, that gives Google some clues what to show your business profile up in the Google Maps 3-pack. Link signals. Let's see, for that, you can see here, this is a link. I'm just linking to one of the websites to see if there's any other links in here. Here I link to White Spark because I show that chart here in this article. I didn't even look at what this was about. Why include a Google map in local SEO? Okay, so I have the chart there. So when I link to White Spark, if I'm a reputable website and I link to another website like I'm doing here, that Google looks at that as though I am vouching for or recommending that website. And so you want to have to, when other websites link to your website, particularly if they're for a local business, you want links from websites that are related to your industry or related to your location, your city, to be the most powerful. The more of those that you can get, the more authoritative your site will be viewed. And from a just a side note, from a branding type, if you search the backlinks on all your competitors, you'll find that there's a lot of social media sites that your different local business competitors have business pages set up in, and business directories. You want to be, at the minimum, you want to be in all of the social media. You want to have business pages, profiles set up in all of the social media sites that your competitors are in, maybe some extras, as well as all of the business directories that your competitors are in. And then just if they're not in some of the real prominent ones, any of them that are the most reputable out there, you just want to be, those are the ones that you want to be in, and those give you backlinks. Those backlinks don't help as much from a backlink standpoint as links from websites from your industry and from your city, but they still help establish you as a brand. So they still are really, really important. They're part of that link signal. So behavior signals, that's when people get to your website, what they do. Do they read? Does it look like they're reading your article? They scroll down, So the different things that they do on your website, Google can tell how interested they are. If they just bounce right off your website and then click on one of your competitors, then Google knows they weren't that interested in you. So those kind of behavioral signals affect your rankings in the map pack and in the regular organic over here. Citation signals, that's your business name, address, and phone number in anywhere on the internet, business directories or social media sites. The consistency is what matters here, and which sites you're on. Again, you want to be on the sites that your competitors are on, and you want to have consistency. If your name has ink in it with a period, you want to have ink with a period everywhere that it's on the internet. You want to be consistent, in other words, because the more consistent it is, the more Google feels like it can trust that is accurate information. And this is a map program. People use their GPS to come find your business, and Google won't show it if it thinks the information's not accurate. Google wants to send people to the correct address and to a business that's still there. So personalization, I won't get into that one really for this video. You can Google that if you want to know more about what that is. But that is pretty much in a nutshell. Hopefully I delved down a little bit more specific for you. That's what Google's looking at when it's trying to determine, that's what local SEO is, and that's what Google's looking at when it's trying to determine what businesses to show where. If you want to know specifically how to do each of those things, the best methods for that, again, go to my website and go up, if you're new to this, I would say start right here on this article here, hit start here on that red button. And then after that, you can go through and go by category, and you can just walk yourself through everything off page that you need to do and everything on page that you need to do. And this website, that's the purpose of my website, is to teach local business owners how to do their own local SEO. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful. Appreciate you guys watching it all the way to the end. Thanks so much, and we will talk to you in the next video.